the consequences of your actions? A consequence is a result or an effect of an action or condition. There are over 2,596,993 deaths per year in the United States. And if you think about it differently, it would be about 821 deaths per 100,000 people or population. There are many things that people all around the world face each day that can be both good and bad, and it can change in a matter of a second. What are the consequences of your actions? If you think about it this way, our actions always have consequences. If your action is good or if it's bad, you always have some consequence that will affect both you and someone else. Think about it like a scale. The bigger your action, the higher the consequence is. If your action overexceeds the scale, you know that you have a bigger consequence than something that would be more lower on the scale. Thinking one thing and doing another can drastically lead to a huge consequence that could stay with you forever. Your actions could continuously haunt someone forever, no matter how poor that decision was. How do your consequences affect other people? Well, that could be in many ways. If you don't really think before you act, how are you supposed to know what the difference is from doing the right things while at the same time doing the wrong things? Some people look up to the people who are proceeding to do these certain things, and their actions can affect ours because their actions will depend on how that one person would act towards someone else. There are numerous things that one being does that can affect someone's life without them even knowing it. Mad.com is a website which involves a 24/7 victim helpline. In other words, it is a website that explains many situations in which you would need this help. One being drunk driving. Drunk driving is one of the most leading causes of death to this day. In the year of 2015, over 9,967 people were killed and over 290,000 people were severely injured. Each crash and each death impacts not only the person themselves, but their family and friends as well. During a drunk driving accident, a driver who is driving under the influence gets behind the wheel, then soon takes away someone's life in an instant. This is an example about how your actions can cause consequences, because now that you went behind the wheel and you're not following the law, you took away someone's life and now you have to pay for it in a way which means jail. Some states have more severe punishments depending on what the legal limit for the use of their alcohol content is. The legal limit is 0.08%, while some people go all the way up to 0.15%. Depending on how bad the incident was, you could go to jail for months to maybe even years. Before you do something, think before you act, because you could save someone's life. Another action that can have huge impact on someone else is texting and driving, or distraction, driving in general. Texting and driving is very similar to drunk driving. They are both a very common reason of death. Each year, more than 3,000 teens die from texting and driving, and more than 50% of teens admit to texting and driving. What can we do to limit these incidents from happening almost every day? We can make even bigger laws to make sure that people are cautious so they won't do it again. Why don't people stop doing this when they know it's against the law? This is because they feel like they won't get caught until they do. You will always have consequences that will or could affect your future.